Hey, this is Archerdragon, and today I'm going to be showing you how I built this Donkey Kong minigame inside of Minecraft Bedrock. Let's get started. Okay, first we're going to start with the red frame all around the game. So the reason why I'm not saying the height and the width is because depending how high you want it or how big you want your game, that'll be your dimensions. So for now, I made it like this, but later on it's going to be switching. After you put the red frame, you're going to fill the back part with a black concrete. After the black concrete, you're gonna start working on the platforms. For the platforms, you could go as flat as you want, like the first one I always put, or you could make it curved, and this is how you do it. You just put like 4 or 5 blocks, and then you go one up, you put another like 10, 15, you go another up, and then you continue your way. After you put your platforms, you're gonna get your minecart rails and put them all around. Also, don't forget to put your powered rails with levers behind it, so the minecarts won't just stop randomly, and they will always keep moving. Alright, once you put the rails, you put a little decoration up there for the barrels and everything, you make your little station here. It's just quite simple. It's just a little square with a couple buttons and a little joystick up there. You place down here these border walls, which basically make the player be stuck here and cannot be passing this wall. Like, this basically makes an invisible wall where when you're in survival, you just can't pass it. Obviously we're in creative, so we could. Let me actually show you that real quick. When you go to survival, but you want to jump out of here, it doesn't let me because those borders don't let you jump out. Let's go back to creative. Alright, so basically the only commands here, this one turns to the game to survival, which is game mode S, add player, and this one same thing, but with a C instead of. C is creative and S is survival. Alright, these actually don't do anything, so it's just like for decoration. And this is a start button, this is a restart button. When you press either one, they'll be placing a redstone block in a certain location. I'll be showing you that right now. So when you press the start button, a redstone block will be placed here. Soon after, these 3 will be activated, which is basically setting the block that was just placed into air. So tilde tilde tilde, this one makes it be over the x-axis, which is right now is -4, now it's -3, so that's added 1. It will turn to air, but after 360 ticks. 360 ticks are like 18 seconds, but 350 ticks, so like 10 ticks before this one gets activated, it's actually gonna be teleporting the player right there where the game starts. So basically right over here, and this last one right here will basically make that spot be your new spawn point. So instead of spawning back up there and going back down and up and down, this one just makes every single time you die, you start from that one beginning spot. When this redstone block gets placed, this one will be activated, and this, since this is not a sticky piston, is gonna push this redstone block here, and it's actually a redstone block. So this redstone block has to be here, and when that one turns on, it's gonna push it inside there, and it's gonna activate these commands right here. These commands are basically, this are the minecarts. Summon chest minecart. I put chest minecarts because they look more like barrels, because like in Donkey Kong he throws barrels, so close enough. And then they'll be summoning them at this location, which is where I decided my minecart to be spawning from. This one basically gives the effect of a jump boost. So let's do this and look at this. Now you jump, now you have a jump boost right here, and if you want the command for that, it's /effect and then add all the players. Jump _ boost 5 is the intensity. If you put 3 or 2 or 1, it might just do like 2 blocks or 3 blocks. I put 5 because I needed it to jump from one track to the other. And 4, oh that's 5 seconds, not bad. 4 is the intensity of the jump, and true. If you don't put true, look what happens. It gives you the jump boost, but it has those little swirly lines, which I kind of don't like. So now if you put back true, there you go, it takes off, and you still have the jump boost, but you just won't be able to see it. So that's what that does. This one, if you want to check out the command, it's execute as, and then chest minecart, and then as itself, like if you were the minecart, wherever it is, tilde tilde tilde. Run means like run a command, so the command will be /kill at anything that is not a chest minecart, and the radius of 1.1. So basically where our minecart is, anything that's nearby that's an entity, it's gonna kill it. Alright, and then when you lose, no, when you press restart, or the little button right here, the restart button up there, or this little restart button, what it'll basically do, this does the same thing. It just makes a redstone block go up here. So both buttons, the one down there and the one up there, restart buttons, place a redstone block here. What it will do is activate this piston, push this redstone block back to its spot, and then it will activate these 4 commands, or 5 actually. So first is set block 14752 air. That's this one. I'll talk about that in a bit. This one teleports the player back up to the console. This one, it sets wherever this is to a side, so it actually breaks it, turns it to air. Same thing what happened over here, how this one turns that to air. This one turns this one back to air. And then here it kills everything twice. So /kill at entity type equals everything that's not a player, and it does it 2 times. The reason why I do it 2 times is because if the command minecart's here and then this one gets activated, it breaks, but it actually turns to its block. So you can see a lot of minecarts turn to its entities, or like these little items. So since it runs twice, the way you make that, it's a chain command, and it will basically kill everything 2 times, so it won't turn to little items. Alright, so that's basically it. Now what I did add was this little thing here, and that's basically a little hammer. And the way it works is, let's say you actually picked it up. I don't know why I didn't, but let's just say this is the item. When you lose, instead of placing it back, I made this system where when you start back from the beginning, so when you die you spawn back here, this thing spawns right back. Oh, there's the axe. And the way that works is over here, this is all optional, so you don't have to do this part, is a sensor. So you see that sensor? When I get close, it turns on. So the way this works is a test4 command, add anything, well, add a player, radius of 4. So that's basically when you're around this area. And then when this one turns on, a comparator will send a signal to here, and with structure load the axe, the way you make this work, and then this location is over here. I put a little black concrete with the axe I want, and then these are structure blocks, and then I save this thing with the name of axe. So now when I put a structure load axe at this location, whatever happens here, when it gets activated, this will start again. So that will be duplicated up here. And then I made another sensor one that I have currently turned off, but you can turn it on if you want by just placing a redstone block right there. And what this does is once you actually get the axe and you're on this part of the game, and you jump to this side, it's actually be detected. And now this is the same thing, radius of this time 6 instead of 4. And then this one is basically gonna press some redstone block right here. This is what I was talking about earlier. This one right here that breaks this block is because if you actually want this part to be on, when this gets placed a redstone block, let's put this for now, it's gonna start putting more minecarts. So it's gonna make the game a bit harder. But right now I instead of putting chest minecarts, I put regular minecarts, so they will be like dummies. They won't actually hurt you, but when you're kind of like stressed out of jumping all over them, you could probably make you lose. So I right now have that off. You don't really need that. And then lastly, this block sets another redstone block up here. So it will do the same thing. It's gonna teleport you back to the game console and turn off the whole game, kill everything twice as soon as you press this button. So let's pretend I click the button, sets you back here. And that's basically it. The game's pretty simple. Let me actually show you. Well, it's kind of hard to beat, but let me actually /clear all my stuff. Okay, now I'm in survival, and let's press start. Let me show you how it goes. So it's gonna be 360 ticks, so around 18 seconds. And you can make that be longer or you could be instant, however you want. And then watch, let me show you. It's after a few seconds. I think after like the fourth one comes out, that's when it actually teleports me there. So watch, it's fourth, and then anytime now, there you go. Those are the 360 ticks. If you fall this side, I made another sensor that whenever it senses something, an entity on right here, it's gonna kill it. So look, let me show you. It gets killed. And then since the new spawn point is up here now, when you press respawn, you always be here. This is the shut off button, the reset button I talked about. That's the same thing as the one up there. And this is the minecart. Whenever you get hit by it, let me show you, it kills you. So be careful. Sometimes it spawn kills you, but you gotta be careful and jump. And then I almost beat it the other day. Come on. I'll probably try to beat it just for the video. I don't know if I can beat it for the video, but let's. Here you gotta wait a while, make it go up and jump over it. If you don't time that right, that's gonna be a super hard jump. So jump here. You wait for that thing to go up and oh look, I'll probably beat it right now. And it's harder than it looks. Right now I'm making it look easy, but yesterday I played this for like around 30-40 minutes and I wasn't able to beat the game until I figured out how to make it. So if you break this, let me actually get that. Oh, I shouldn't have got it. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna get the thing. Well, basically what the axe does is it makes the game a little bit more interesting. So and not just only beating the game, but if you actually get the axe, you could only use it 3 times and then it'll disappear. Since the durability, I put it really high on it, which basically means it has almost no durability. And what that does is you're able to break 3 minecarts, and if you beat the game with 3 minecarts, well, it's better than beating the game without a minecart, because it's pretty hard to hit it. You have to hit it pretty like dead on, or else yeah, that would happen. And with the axe, it's a 1 hit instead of like multiple hits with a hand. Oh, I almost forgot about the waiting part. And as you see, right now I still haven't lost, and it's hopefully I'm able to. Oh, there you go. Able to beat the game, just like I show you. I want to show you the axe thing, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to because it's pretty hard. Last time I was able to hit 3 minecarts, but then I died right after. So I'm just gonna try to go for the win. And if I don't win on this one, that's it. I'm not gonna be. Okay. Well, let's first restart and look what happens. It kills everything, and all the minecarts are not there no more, which means it killed it twice. Let's go back to creative. Anything else I gotta say? Oh yeah, this barrier block is not only here, I also put it down here. I think I said that before. And there it is. So those prevent the player to actually jump out of the game without putting glass or something that, you know, kind of is in the way of the game. So that's basically it. It's pretty easy. You could honestly build it without this part, or without even the axe, and without basically none of this. Maybe this one only, and that's it. Pretty simple. This is basically the game. You don't even need that one. So only what, 3, 6, 9, 10, like 11 command blocks. Pretty easy. Hopefully you like the game. I'll put the link down below. Well, I'm gonna try to put the link down below so you could, you know, you could download yourself. And well, hopefully you like it. And this is Archerdragon, and see you in the next one.